This hour is presented by Affordable Kitchens and Baths. Visit them today at affordablekitchensandbaths.net.
8:38, Kat Neville with Feast Magazine. Good morning, Kat Neville.
Good morning, McGraw-Millhaven.
You are sponsored by Jimmy's on the Park, 760 Munn in Clayton, 725-8585, or their website at jimmyscafe.com. You can download the app Jimmy's Cafe for your smartphone. You just got back from New York. Whose knees do we have to break for not winning the award?
I'm okay with not winning. Just being there. I mean, we were up against GQ and New York Times Magazine in that same category. It was a huge honor. Brandon Chuang is the writer who penned the piece, which was actually covering Chris Bork over at Blood and Sand. He did an amazing job, and it. It was national level work, and
Right.
so it was very exciting to be there.
It was a James Beard Award nominee, correct?
Yes.
Right. And the category was? Profile.
Yes.
So that's some pretty heady stuff.
It was super exciting. And
Yeah.
actually, this is amazingly, I mean, we are going to be celebrating our 3rd anniversary in August,
Wow.
and that's our 2nd James Beard nomination that we've had since we launched.
So you were hobnobbing with some of the Goober Snoopers up in New York.
Yeah.
They must have said some pretty nice things. I mean, right? They must have been saying, hey, this is pretty amazing for a small little outfit like this.
Yeah, I mean, to have a local magazine get recognition on that level is huge. And it also brings a lot of attention to St. Louis. And I want to also give a shout out to Gerard Kraft, who was nominated for Best Chef Midwest in the Chef Awards, which happened on the 6th. The Journalism Awards were on the 3rd. Chef Awards were on the 6th. And it was Colby Garrett over in Kansas City that won the Midwest. And
What?
He's really good friends with Gerard, and it was great to see Gerard
We need to
there.
start a rivalry. We need a TV show, a little Feast TV rivalry going on. A little throwdown between St. Louis and Kansas City.
Hey, that would be kind of fun, actually.
Yeah. All right. So, congrats. You're back.
Thank you.
You're back
Yes.
to the mill, working hard.
I am.
All right. Let's get to a couple restaurants for us.
Okay, I've got 2 great new spots in the Central West End, and I normally don't. I normally try to keep my recommendations geographically diverse
Right.
because I like to tell people all over the region where to go.
Sure.
But it's very notable that on 2 ends of Euclid, we have 2 fantastic, really wonderful new spots. And I want to start off with Central Table Food Hall. It's located at, I've got the address right here. I do. Hold on.
You had it.
I had it. I did.
Left
Oh,
at
here
the
it is.
airport.
23 South Euclid Avenue. So it is the end cap, basically, of the end of Euclid that butts up against Forest Park Parkway.
Okay.
The south end.
All right.
And so it serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And during breakfast and lunch, they are fast casual, meaning you go to one of the stations. When you walk in, there is this really fantastic little to-go market where you can get some of their prepared foods. You can get wine, beer, you can get coffees, pastries. There's a little deli area. You keep walking through. There is a pizza and pasta station with a wood-burning oven.
Wow.
There is a grill station in the back. And then in the center, there is a raw bar and the open bar itself where you can also get sushi. So in the morning and in the afternoon, you go to your respective station, order, and they do bus your tables, but there is not table service unless you're sitting at the bar.
Right.
And then in the evenings, it's full service. And the food is great. It's kind of what American is now, which is kind of updated, approachable, fair. Nick Martinkovich is the executive chef. He was brought in from New York and brought some of his best sous chefs with him. And then Elliot Harris, who I absolutely adore, he is doing the sushi. He runs the Chop Shop sushi truck,
Okay.
the food truck.
Right.
Hard to say.
Yes.
And but he also previously was the chef at Miso in Clayton,
Okay.
and he's highly skilled, fantastic. And the entire back of Central Table's menu is dedicated to sushi and to what Elliot is bringing to the table, as it were. And then the other side is cheeses and salumes, small plates, large plates. But I want to emphasize that one of the things that makes this experience so interesting is the plating of these dishes is absolutely gorgeous. It is.
The presentation.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
The way that these dishes are put together, they're very sophisticated, very attractive. The ingredients are pristine, and the average ticket price, Matt McGuire is the general manager and has done an amazing job putting his team together, but he wants to keep the average ticket price per person at around $30.
Okay.
Which is, that's pretty significant when the average ticket, in a restaurant of this caliber would be $50, $60 a person. So for example, they have their steak tartare, which I'm a big fan of. It's raw steak, chopped up.
Right.
It's not everybody's cup of tea. I love it.
With an egg on top.
Typically that's the very classic way. Very good. Very
Thank
classic
you.
way to
I remember that
serve
from
it.
Wall Street.
Here they serve it with thin shavings of nori and then dashi, which is a Japanese broth that has been turned into a gelée. And so it's this very sophisticated take on the steak tartare where you've got that very mild kind of iron flavor, rich flavor from the steak, and it melds with the dashi and a little bit of the nori that's slivered. It's really quite good. You're looking at me like, I'm just
mesmerized by the way these words roll off your tongue.
They also have, like slow roasted beets that are served with some creme fraiche and then an egg yolk and caraway. One of my favorite things that I'm finding more and more on menus, which is great, is shishito peppers. And if you've never had a shishito pepper and you see them on the menu, if you like peppers and slightly hot things, definitely get it. It's these little peppers that are maybe like 3 or 4 inches long, and they're typically just sautéed in a really hot pan and finished with some salt. And they are they're here. They're very they're easy to eat. Just pick them up with your fingers, and they're wonderful. Their octopus on this menu is served with a little bit of fennel, and I'm kind of gushing a little bit.
Yes, you are gushing.
I know.
Yeah, that's all right. All right, the Central Table Food Hall.
Yes.
That's the name of the place.
Yes.
23 South Euclid Avenue. It's right across the street from Tom's Wings right there.
Yeah, Tom's Bar and Grill.
Right
exactly.
next to Barnes Jewish Hospital right there. It's on the bottom of a parking lot or something, right? Or it's a new building.
It is a new building.
Right, yeah.
It is a new building, and this is a humongous space. I mean, listening to me talk about it, it's probably 10,000 square feet.
Oh wow, really
like
big.
But the way that it's broken up, it doesn't seat that many people. It doesn't feel cavernous.
Right.
It's very attractive. The design is really lovely, and I do also want to say the pizzas and pastas should not be missed. There's one with gooseberry and lamb, the pizza, and on the pasta side they have a rabbit tortellini that's fantastic with watercress and carrot, and it is comfort food elevated. It's lovely.
Central Table Food Hall. I was driving by it last weekend, and somebody said, "Hey, let's go there." And I said, "Cat Neville hasn't told me to go there. I'm not going there." So now I can go there. Central Table Food Hall on Euclid. What's number 2? Quickly.
Okay. Number 2 is totally different kind of food on the other end of Euclid. It's 398 North Euclid, and it's Gringo. It is right there where Rothschild's used to be.
Okay.
So on that corner. So you've got Pie across the street, and Gringo is Chris Summers' new restaurant, and so it's totally Mexican. It's traditional Mexican food, obviously with a fun twist to it. They have a huge taco menu. Everything is made by hand, including the tortillas, and they have everything from al pastor and tinga, which is, the chicken taco, barbacoa. But then they do have some standout, interesting ones. They have one that's a mofu tofu taco. It's a locally made
mofu,
like Missouri for the mo.
I know.
Tofu for the foo.
You taught us about that earlier.
Yes.
Mofu.
So they have a mofu tofu taco. They also have a wonderful Ozark Forest mushrooms taco with a black bean puree, but probably the most buzzworthy taco is a grasshopper taco.
Oh boy.
And here's the thing is we've talked about sustainability before, and in our society we typically don't eat bugs, although we do eat shrimp and lobster and crab and other things that have an exoskeleton.
Right.
Land bugs we typically shy away from, but it is a highly sustainable and a form of protein that is actually eaten and enjoyed across the world. We just typically don't eat it here.
Okay, do they de-shell the grasshopper?
No.
Well, we de-shell the shrimp. We don't
Yeah.
eat the shell of the lobster.
Well, the grasshoppers only like this big.
Okay.
So they saute them.
They saute the grasshoppers.
Yes, they do. We've got Giggles here in the studio. And it's served with guajillo pepper and an avocado. And it's very traditional to eat, insects and these types of things. And so just try it.
There's no way I'm trying a grasshopper taco.
I know, if you won't eat sushi, you're not eating
Where
grasshoppers.
do they get the grasshoppers?
I believe they're imported. They bring them in.
Oh, so the high-end grasshoppers,
Yes,
yeah. They're not moe hoppers.
They're not mohoppers.
Okay,
No,
all right,
they're
yeah.
not mohoppers. But they do have a lot of other great stuff on the menu. Besides, the tacos take up the majority of the menu, but they have other things. Amazing
Are you
house-made
telling me
salsas.
the grasshopper taco is good?
Yes.
Okay.
It's crunchy and it's great. And if anything, you can try it and tell your friends that you've tried it. But it is something it is a conversation starter because we do need to discuss the sustainability of our protein systems. And I'm not naming names, but one of the owners of a local burger joint has told me he's like, the future of food is vegetarian, and it is these other forms, alternate
grasshoppers.
forms of protein. Yeah, because our food system is not currently sustainable. So
Ladies
we can
and-
make it sustainable and then eat beef and, until the cows come home. Haha. But right now, the way it's set up, we need to fix it.
All right, there's my little grasshopper. Cat Neville from Feast Magazine.
Hey, and by the way, when you're there, they have margaritas on tap. They are delicious.
Margaritas on tap
Yes.
and grasshopper tacos.
Yes.
Gringo, right there where the old antique shop was.
That's right.
That was a great antique shop. Gringo, 398 North Euclid, across from Pie and Caddy Corner to
Herbie's.
Balaban's and now Herbie's and the Left Bank Books.
That's
all
right.
there. Cat Neville with FeastSTL.com. Have a good week.
Thank you, you too.
All right, 850 KTRS.
Hey, let's do lunch. Hi, I'm Jimmy Christo, owner of Jimmy's on the Park in Clayton, inviting you to join us for lunch Tuesday through Saturday beginning at 11:30. We offer a great variety of soups, salads, and sandwiches, in addition to 2 great specials prepared every day by our executive chef, Derek Craig. Our 2 dining rooms, in addition to a private party room for meetings or special occasions, are available by reservation. Jimmy's is located at 706 DeMunn. We're just across the street from St. Mary's Hospital in the DeMunn neighborhood in Clayton. Just 10 minutes from downtown St. Louis and Grand Center, and we offer plenty of complimentary parking. We serve lunch continuously. We begin at 11:30 and serve lunch Tuesday through Saturday. That's Jimmy serving brunch on Sunday from 10 o'clock to 2 with great live music and dinner 7 nights a week. Call us for reservations at 725-8585 or check out Jimmy's menus online at jimmyscafe.com. And let's do lunch.